Right, from the perm to the firm, the latest teaser from the eagerly awaited Oprah interview with Meghan and Harry has caused quite a stir, with one commentator saying it could bring down the crown. Linda.
It's a strange thing to say, isn't it? I mean, there's one thing calling them the royal family, it's another thing calling them the firm. I keep thinking of Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels, sovereign rings, knuckle dusters, pit bulls. You know, like...
Like spitting image.
I've never heard them called the firm before.
No, it is actually... I mean, I think Diana used it in her interview, and it goes way back to, I think, King George V, I think, said it. Sixth. Oh, it's the 6th. Oh, yeah, and Prince Philip does it, but it's done with a kind of a warm tone and a warm feeling. But I didn't quite feel that with the way Meghan said it.
It makes you think of that Tom Cruise, well, that John Grisham book and the film with Tom Cruise of called The Firm, which is about the company of lawyers that were looking after the mafia.
Yeah, it does. It's got weird connotations. What do you think, Kaye? Do you think this could bring down the crown?
Well, I don't know. I think you're the master or mistress of understatement today. It's caused quite a stir, and it didn't seem to have a warm feeling. You're not kidding. Oh, my goodness. Do you know what? I am willing to bet a fiver, a lot of money, that it will not bring down the firm or the royal family. You know, they have withstood so many crises if we go back. I mean, my God. The Queen's son, Andrew, of course, is in the middle of an absolutely horrific situation, which is yet to play out. So I think if anything was going to bring them down, it might be that in time. But the way that they deal with things traditionally has been to shut things down. And they've done it really very effectively in the past. Meghan isn't allowing them to do that. And so it will be interesting. But this is just a massive mudslinging exercise from all sides. Nobody will win from this. We'll never walk away and say, oh, well, that's right, I now know what's happening. This is just popcorn for all of us.
I'm going to be a bit twee again. It's a bit unsavoury. Do you think it's a bit unsavoury, Jane?
Well, it's washing your dirty linen in public,
yeah,
isn't
exactly.
It?
It's unusual.
My dad would have said about this, the problem with this is a local family problem. We don't want to make it international. And I kind of feel that, this kind of like, it's better to just sort of, nobody ever wins in this kind of an argument within a family. And I really hope one of Oprah, if you need any advice, one of Oprah's first question is, what are you hoping to get out of this at the end?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I agree with Kaye. It's not going to bring the crown down. They've had so many scandals over the years, and you know, they're usually quite good at ignoring them. I mean, where I maybe differ a bit from Kaye on this one is, I don't know. I don't know, but from what I'm reading, sort of from what I've learned behind the scenes, is that it wasn't necessarily the palace coming out with the latest statements about the investigation looking into both Harry and Meghan's behaviour, actually. I believe that the former members of staff who no longer work for the palace went to the Times of London, paper of record, with their side of the story, and the palace, in a way, have maybe been forced into reacting. Because bearing in mind, this went back to 2018, and clearly they didn't do anything about it then.
And these are the bullying claims that were made against Meghan, weren't they?
And Harry.
And it was Harry as well?
As well, yeah.
OK,
both of them.
Interesting.
I think that's too much of a coincidence, I have to say.
You think it's the plan?
Yeah, well, no, I don't know.
But the whole thing, none of us know.
That's the thing, and I mean, I bow to Jane's experience of the former royal correspondent, so who knows? But that we come back to this point, this is now open warfare. Everyone is speculating, everyone is picking a team, you know, everyone is going to be ready for Monday night just to see what is going to be achieved from this. I think your question, Nadia, is the perfect one. What does anyone want the outcome to be? Because I don't see a positive outcome.
Yeah, for me, it's like the law of diminishing returns, because I sort of feel this is it. This is the pinnacle, isn't it? You're being interviewed by Oprah Winfrey, who's probably the most famous kind of chat show host in the world, and you're telling your truth. Yeah. And where do you go from there?
Well, you know, I mean, the thing is, a lot's being made, isn't there, about whether you know, that they'd wanted a private life and they're putting everything out there and all of this. I never actually heard her say that. I heard her say she doesn't want lies to be told about her in the press. I've never heard her saying that she doesn't want
I don't think
the
she's
attention
actually
or the fame.
No, but they have their actions behind the scenes, i.e. instructing lawyers about privacy.
Yeah, but the thing that this interview will definitely bring is international fame, as my dad said. You know, they did a survey last week, didn't they, with Prince... And most of America didn't know who Prince Harry was. Everybody will know who Prince Harry is now. There'll be paps everywhere. And I don't necessarily think it's a terrible thing. She was an actress. She loves the fact... Now she'll be in the LA royalty, in Hollywood royalty, and that probably just suits her better.
But that's Harry's family, isn't it? It's his mum, his dad, his brothers and sisters. It's like, I can't believe that, you know, they would do this. At the end of the day, it's not good to upset the in-laws.
It's never
I think he has more to lose from this than she does.
OK, well, Buckingham Palace have given us a right of reply and they say they will not be commenting to any statements made in the interview. I'll tell you one thing, I'm going to be absolutely glued on Monday. Also, from Meghan, we've had, in response to the bullying allegations published in the Times, a representative for Meghan has said the Duchess is saddened by this latest attack on her character, particularly as someone who's been the target of bullying herself, and is deeply committed to supporting those who have experienced pain and trauma. So we'll be able to watch all of that Monday night on Oprah ITV, 9 p.m.